Hello and welcome to Lesson 1 in Learning WordPress. This is a series of lessons designed by Napity Marketing Group to assist you to get in there and make changes to your own website without having to use your web designer each time. Now, this might be somewhat of an intimidating process for you to consider, but rest assured that if you can use basic word processor programs and you're not completely terrified with working with computers, we can teach you in a short order here how to get into your website, make some small changes, medium changes. Really, the sky's the limit depending on how involved you want to get. We're just going to concentrate on some of the basics. For example, how to create a new page on your website, how to edit some of the content on the page. We're even going to get in a little bit to working with images on your site. And as I say, this way, if you need to make changes on dates or pricing, for example, or menu items, if you're in the food service business, things of that nature, you can get in there and make these changes yourself. You can also do some design work, formatting and so on in programs like Microsoft Word. And they just cut and paste the whole thing into a page that you create on your site. So again, it might sound a little bit intimidating, but don't worry, we're just going to work you through step by step on how to do the basics. After that, of course, we can point you in the direction of just an unlimited number of resources online. Most of them are either very inexpensive or even free. Lots of videos on YouTube and things of that nature that we can point you to that will help you to get into the more advanced editing features of working with your website. So let's begin. You'll notice that we're using this sort of a dummy website we've created. It's called learnwordpress.ca, and it's just been designed for this series of videos so we can help you to make the changes that you need to do. Now, we're using Microsoft Explorer that pretty well is packaged with all of the Windows programs. This is the most popular web browser out there, so we're going to use that for the sake of this demonstration. Now, one of the beauties, of course, of the new web browsers, whether you're using Explorer or Firefox, is that they're all working with a tab system now. Like, for example, here we're at the Learning WordPress site. That's the name up on the tab here. And of course, we can create new tabs, as many as we want, across the top. And this is the feature that we're going to use, and we strongly recommend, because that way you can have your website open. You can be checking out the different pages on the site. And then we can go into our editor, make some updates or add pages, whatever, go back to our website, refresh the page, and see the changes as we've made them in real time. So let's begin. As I say, first lesson is really just to show you how to log in to the administrator. So click on the little new tab here, or Control-T if you want to use keyboard shortcuts. And click on that, and it will open up a new page section for you. So we want to type in the URL or the address of the website. So here you would type in your website address, but for the sake of this, we're going to type in ours, and it's learnwordpress.ca. Now, before we hit enter, if we just hit enter, of course, we're just going to open up another tab with the same information as we have in the first one. But here we want to put a /, and to get into the administrator, it's WP-admin. This will bring you to, and then of course you hit enter, and that will bring you to your WordPress entry portal. Generally we use the word admin as the username, but this can be assigned by Napity Marketing Group to really be anything that you want if you want something special. Then you just tab down or click down to the password box, and then you type in your password. Now, of course, I'm not going to show you the password that we use, or we'll have everybody in there playing around with our demonstration site. So once we key in the password, just click on the login button, and it takes you to the dashboard of the WordPress editor. Now, you might look at this and go, oh my goodness, what have I got myself into? Most of what you see on the page here, we're not likely going to spend much time with in the earlier modules, in the earlier lessons. This is a very, very powerful page. It shows you a lot of interesting news and developments in the WordPress world. Some beautiful plugins that are made constantly. These are constantly being updated. There's just a wealth of things you can do here, but this can be a little intimidating, so we kind of recommend don't spend a lot of time here looking at this. We're going to spend most of our time over here on the left side, pages. So once you get into the administration dashboard, generally speaking, just go over and click on pages, and this is where you're going to spend most of your time, especially in these earlier lessons. So that's how to log in. So just go back to our login screen, or our dashboard up here on the dashboard. That's the screen you'll see when you first log in. Now, once you've finished any editing, of course, it's always a good idea to go back up to the top right hand corner, hit log out, and it takes you to the entry portal. And this is a good idea to get into the habit of doing that, because that way you won't have people coming in the back door and making changes that you don't authorize. Okay, so in our next lesson, we're going to learn how to come back into the site and create a new page on our website.